What's up, guys? Mr. Lee Redden here with episode number 10 of the Road to the World Cup with El Salvador. I've now completed the 2015 North American Gold Cup, so let's get straight into the tournament and see how we did. We started in Group A with Guatemala, Jamaica and Mexico. As you can see there, I started off pretty well by beating Guatemala 5-3. It was the second time I've actually beaten them in this year, because I think I actually beat them in the Central American Nations Cup. So it was nice to get another win. So we went 1-0 up in the 5th minute through Rodolfo Zelaya. He then doubled the lead in the 9th minute. Edgar Hernandez pulled one back for Guatemala in the 29th minute. And 10 minutes before half-time, Shashin made it 3-2 actually, because it just realised that Maldonado put us 3-0 up in the 18th minute. I didn't actually notice that. So he puts 3-0 up in the 18th minute. Hernandez made it 3-1. And then Chacon made it 3-2 with 5 minutes to go. And we went in half-time 3-2 up. Zelaya completed his hat-trick in the 51st minute to make it 4-2, and then he scored again in the 65th minute to make it 5-2, and then Luis Portillo pulled one back for Honduras in the 83rd minute to make it 5-3. So we started off with a good win, 5-3 against Guatemala, and it was good win also with the fact that, as you can see there, Mexico drew 1-1 thanks to a Maguire equaliser for Jamaica with 9 minutes to go. And a win pretty much guarantees you to qualify, considering teams in 3rd place make up 2 of the qualifiers for the quarterfinals. Oh, sorry guys, I'm watching Match of the Day there and just seen Rodriguez's bicycle kick. So as you see, we're top of the table there. Group B, Costa Rica beat Cuba 4-0. Trinidad and Tobago drew St. Vincent 0-0. And in Group C, Canada drew Honduras 1-1, and the US beat Panama 3-0. One thing I did forget is I actually did beat St. Vincent 2-0 in a friendly before this competition started. Oh, jeez. Apologies there, guys. And as you can see, I then followed that up with a 2-0 win against Jamaica. Jamie Alas in the 1st minute, and again in the 34th minute, put us 2-0 up before half-time. And we were able to come away with a 2-0 win. Stats wise, it was 12 shots to 9 in my favour. I had 7 on target to their 4 and 51% possession. Mexico beat Guatemala 2-0 to go into 2nd place on 4 points. In Group B, Costa Rica beat St. Vincent 2-0 and Cuba beat Trinidad and Tobago 2-0. So Costa Rica went top and Cuba went 2nd. And in Group C, Canada beat Panama and the US beat Honduras. Honduras went top and Canada were 2nd. After all those games, I qualified. Me, USA and Costa Rica, all guaranteed qualification. Going into the final game with Mexico, I drew 1-1. Rafael Burgos put us 1-0 up in the 76th minute. Carlos Ferro equalised for Mexico in the 80th minute. Slightly disappointed to come away with a 1-1 draw after taking the lead so late on, but as you can see in the stats, they did batter me pretty much. There's 20 shots to 8 in their favour. They had 9 on target to my 5 and 56% possession. But I would have taken a point going into that game. But to go in front so late on, it was disappointing to concede. But with that result, I topped the group. Jamaica beat Guatemala 4-1 to finish 3rd with Martin, Double, Gilbert, Robinson and Bradley scoring for Guatemala. And that result for Jamaica actually put them through as well as one of the 3rd best placed teams. In Group B, Costa Rica beat Trinidad 3-1 and Cuba drew 0-0 with St. Vincent. Costa Rica won the group with 3 out of 3 and Cuba finished in 2nd. And Group C, USA hammered Canada 5-1 and Panama Honduras was 0-0. And I do believe it was USA, Panama and Canada, I believe, that went through. So in the quarterfinals, I drew Cuba. As you can see, I beat them 3-2. Rafael Burgos put me 1-0 up in the 11th minute. Ramon Sanchez made it 2 in the 27th minute to make it 2-0. Ochoa pulled one back for Cuba in the 29th minute to make it 2-1, and we went into half-time 2-1 up. 6 minutes after the hour in the second half, Jamie Alas made it 3-1 to us. It was squeaky bum time as Ochoa pulled one back for Cuba in the 82nd minute, but they were unable to get the equaliser, so I went through to the semi-finals for the second competition in a row. They had 10 shots to my 9, I had 5 on target to their 4, and I had 52% of the possession. In the other semi-final, USA beat Jamaica 3-0, and Donovan, Clint Dempsey and Jose Altidore made it a comfortable win. In the other quarterfinals, Costa Rica beat Honduras 1-0, Gonzalez in the 55th minute, and then Mexico beat Canada 2-0. 2 Carlos Vela goals in the 78th minute and 91st minute. In the semi-finals, it was me against Costa Rica, Mexico, USA. No, it was me against Mexico, USA, Costa Rica. Costa Rica beat USA 2-1. Landon Donovan put them 1-0 up. Costa Rica equalised in the 3rd minute of added on time through Campbell. And then Gonzalez put them 2-1 up in extra time in the 94th minute. I lost to Mexico. Ferreira put them 1-0 up in the 2nd minute. Carlos Vela made it 2 in the 32nd minute. And then Henrique got a penalty, missed it, but scored the rebound in the 42nd minute to make it 2-1 and give us a chance of getting through. But it wasn't enough as Mexico held out. They had 13 shots to 10, 4 shots on target to their 3, and 54% of the possession. And I went out in the semi-finals for a second Gold Cup running. Mexico ended up beating Costa Rica 2-0 thanks to Jimenez and Ferreira. And I think actually that is the second time in a row. No, Mexico won it before that. So there we go, guys. Made it to the semi-final for a second time running. We have played one friendly as we go against St. Vincent. Burgos and Zelaya put us 2-0 in front. We've got Anguilla in a friendly in September. And I will go to the World Cup because, as I explained in the previous episode, it has happened. The qualifying for North America is kind of what would you call it? Spread out a little bit, with the 10 worst teams in North America going to start in the first round over 2 legs. Winners go through to the second round. And what actually happens is that the 3 highest ranked teams in North America start from the 3rd qualifying round. And it turns out that actually is me, and it is how it works. Because as you can see, the second round is taking place, and I'm not there. In the first round, we did have Dominica go out, and Anguilla went out, British Virgin Islands went out, Montserrat went out, and Turks and Caicos went out as well. So I am actually due to start in the 3rd qualifying round. So I've got, so that would be one video just for the 3rd qualifying round because there's only 6 games. Then I'll have 2 more for the final qualifying round, hopefully, if I make it. So that's 3 videos. There will be 1 more Gold Cup, or 1 more Central American, probably 1 more Gold Cup, and the World Cup itself. So I would say there's going to be about 6. Let me just write it out again, actually, I've completely forgotten. 3rd phase, 1 video. 4th phase, 2 videos. And then possibly then there is the Central American Nations, Gold Cup possibly, and then World Cup. So there's 6 more to go if I make it that far. And then that will be it for the series. I will end it at the end after the 2018 World Cup in Brazil if I make it, or if I get knocked out, we'll end there. So I hope basically it's only a couple of days. I'm recording this on the Sunday before FM14 comes out. Sorry, on the Saturday before FM comes out. I will be doing another video on Monday to explain what I'm going to be doing for FM14. I've got a couple of series in mind, but I'm going to probably be doing them one at a time, unlike now where I've got 2 or 3 running. But it will be one at a time, but I do have quite a few. So hopefully I can be able to explain that in a bit more detail. But with that being it, guys, that is it for this episode. Leave some likes, leave some comments, subscribe. And until next time, guys, take it steady.